Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa Ohaha. I am a Nigerian beauty, life and style blogger turned YouTuber based in Abuja, Nigeria. So last week after we did the intro / teaser video, I put up on my Instagram story that I wanted my followers to send in questions so we could do a get to know me tag. So this is what this is. Let's get right into it, right? So first question, it's a non-question. It says, I miss you. That's the question, yeah? I miss you too, wherever. And I'm saying your name because I want to cast you. Come to Abuja, bro. Like, you're saying you miss me, but you're not coming to Abuja. I'm confused. Come to Abuja. Next question. It says, are you a feminist? It's a big one, right? Okay, so question, answer. Yes, I am a feminist. I don't think that when you look around the world and you see how women are treated, the constant fear that women and young girls have to live in constantly, to pay gaps in the workforce, or not even getting a job that you're qualified for because you're a woman, and it's so threaded into the fabric of our society that a lot of us are taught misogyny. And I don't mean by our parents or by immediate family members, I just mean by society, about how society, by the time you see, how society treats women, responds to certain issues, you're inevitably taught misogyny. Even with myself, and something happens and I'm thinking about it or I'm talking about it and a thought just runs through my mind, and then I have to take a step back and I'm like, wait, Vanessa, that's a little misogynistic, and and then I have to retrace, think about it. So yeah, it's rough, with a system that's so, very pushback against women, and it's like, ooh, even among ourselves, even within ourselves, we have to constantly fight this internalized misogyny that we've had for the longest. So, but yeah, I'm a feminist. At least I'd like to think so. Next question is, what keeps you going each day? What keeps me going each day? That's tough. There's a lot that young people have to deal with. There's so much pressure to be somewhere with our lives, doing a lot of things, and sometimes you can get down on yourself and think you're not doing enough. 2019 was a rough year for me emotionally. It was rough to get out of bed every morning. But yeah, prayers help. I have made it a point, at least this year, that every time as soon as I wake up, say a prayer, even if it's a 3 minutes, 5 minutes prayer, just helps me, calm my spirit, and helps me get up and wake up and be a little motivated for the day. But yeah, that's what keeps me going. Say a little prayer, guys. I saw this question and I laughed. It says, what's your claim to fame? The thing is, I never blew. Right? It's like, I'm not famous, and I don't think I want to be famous, right? I've thought about this a lot, and I don't think I want fame. I just want to be able to put out art, put out work that I'm proud of, that I love, and if I get recognition for it, then that's fine. I think I'm beginning to learn that it's not about outside recognition, it's about the inside. As long as you're pleased and you're happy and you look at it and you're like, damn, I did a good job, that makes up for a lot of stuff. So I don't have a claim to fame, and I don't think I want to be famous, but yeah. So this next question is another non-question. It says, I'm waiting for Cultivar. I miss our energy, and I miss our energy too, babe. Cultivar was bomb. Let me just say that. So in case you don't know what Cultivar is, Cultivar 2019 was a conference put together by Everything Not Art and the tribe, basically. And it was super fun to just, meet everybody who's a part of a tribe that we've cultivated on Instagram, and yet talk about how, you know, we can cultivate engines for growth, you know, and support each other and just learn about how to grow our brands and grow our businesses. And it was just super cool to just, for me, I think the best part was just meeting people from the tribe and just enjoying my life, basically. But yeah, I miss our energy. Next question. How has the content journey in Abuja been? Ooh, this is a big one, because the thing about Abuja is there are a lot of really talented content creators here in Abuja, but we just haven't found a way yet to create a collective that supports one another, and that's easily, I know that's a weird pose, but I'm trying to think about it so I don't say something that I regret later on. I think we haven't found a way of, you know, creating a collective that supports one another and respects one another's individualities, and that we can present together as a group to the rest of the world as Abuja content creators. And Abuja, content creating in Abuja is also rough because, like a lot of things in Nigeria, many people head to Lagos as the hub. And I think it's the responsibility of content creators in Abuja to be like, no, we're here, we do bomb work, we're freaking amazing, and we can get you results. But that's the thing about presenting a united front, that seems a little off. We don't seem to have that yet. I think that's where I'm going to stop. The next question says, what's on your playlist? See, my playlist is very random, right? I think the 2000s / the 90s, I'm lying. I like music from everywhere. Because one day I can be listening to the Boswell Sisters and Billie Holiday and listening to Frank Sinatra. Do you get? And then the next day I could be listening to old Mohits from 2000s and be listening to Lil Kim, or listening to Common, or listening to Imagine Dragons. But yeah, my playlist is very, very wide-reaching. Like last night, I was just rocking out to like 2000, 2009, 2006, 2007 rock jams. You know, I was listening to The Fray, I was listening to Daughtry last night. So my playlist is very wide. So I don't think I can specifically say, you know, this type of music is on my playlist. I listen to all sorts of stuff. As long as it's really good, I'd listen to it. So the next question is, where are you from and how did you get into blogging? That's like a two-part question, right? And the thing is, I don't know this where you're from. Is it that are you Nigerian, or which state from Nigeria are you from? Anywho's, I'm Nigerian. I am partly from Ogun State and partly from Benue State. And I live in Abuja. How did I get into blogging? I started blogging maybe like 2014, 2013, but it wasn't like blog business promote on social media, because I wasn't really into social media. I had a Twitter account that I didn't use. I think I just joined Instagram and I didn't know how to use it. I deleted my Facebook account like ages ago. So it was just my little corner on the internet where I just put down my thoughts, and yeah, but that's how I got into blogging. And then after that, I started a fashion blog where I predicted / reviewed runways, red carpet trends, posted pictures of my own style. It's still somewhere on the internet though. It was called Reggie and Regina. That's still there, but again, I don't think I promoted it very well because I didn't know how to promote it very well. But then I seriously like got into blogging, you know. I think I had learned social media to a certain extent, you know, and so I was promoting my blog posts, you know. I think, when did I finish service? 2017? Yeah. So 2017, I started blogging for real. But yeah, that's it. Question: what inspires your style? I like this one, but the truth is I don't know. Okay, I lie. What inspires my style? classic silhouettes. I think for me, I'm inspired by a lot of, you know, the OG designers. People like Coco Chanel, Crystal Balenciaga. You know, I like the fact that they were intrigued by the female form and wanted to create garments that accented and loved the female form. And I think that's what inspires my style, the female form. I like that. I love my body enough to want to put it in stuff that makes it look good. I think that I said that as a joke, but now that I hear it, I actually like. I think the thing is, I like my body enough to want to put it in things that make it look good. So that's what inspires my style. So I see trends, I like them, but then I think, okay, how can I wear those trends in a way that makes my body look and feel like itself? Come on, man, this girl. Think about it, guys. So I think that's the one thing I'll tell people when they're approaching their personal style and approaching trends, right? So you see a trend and you're like, oh, I like it. You like how it looks on that person, but think about how you can wear that trend in a way that makes you feel like yourself and you don't feel like a stranger in your own body. But yeah, so what inspires my style is putting my body in clothes that make it look good and feels like itself. And how did I get into fashion? You know, this is the perfect opportunity to give that, you know. Since I was a child, I have a passion for fashion. But if I tell you that, I'd be lying. I was very much of a tomboy. I never really liked girly clothes. I always felt like fashion was girly. People used to say, my mom used to complain, she'd be like, okay, I travel, you know, when I'm around I put you in really pretty clothes and then I travel and then you're dressing yourself and you look like a scrap. And I'm like, well, I don't particularly care, and I didn't. Then as you grow older, you begin to care about the way you look and the way you present yourself, and then I realized that I sort of actually did like this thing, you know, putting together an outfit in a way that made sense in my head. Now, it might not be in a way that made sense to my mother or to other people, but it made sense to me, and I think that was what it was that drew me to fashion. It was the fact that it's individuality. Everybody looks different and can look different because it's about how clothes make you feel. And so once I figured that out, it have entered. It sold it for me. She'll get me banging, right? It was like, okay, so I don't have to wear what I considered extremely girly clothes. Misogyny again. Anywho, I could still feel feminine while still in clothes that might not have been considered feminine, right? And so it was just an opportunity for me to express my individuality in clothes and still feel like myself and still be comfortable. And I enjoyed that. I enjoyed putting together looks that make me feel like me, right? Perfect example. I was in university and I think we had presentations and everybody was going to be in formal wear. I'm like, how will I wear formal wear in a way that makes sense? And so I wore a suit with sneakers and a graphic tee, and I really liked it. And it felt so good because it was sort of formal wear, but I'm in uni. Cut me some slack, right? But yeah, so as soon as I figured out that I could wear clothes in a way that I loved and still made me feel cool, that was it. What motivates and inspires you? See, this is a question that's asked a lot, and a lot of the time it's one of the hardest questions to answer because I don't think there's one definite thing that inspires us. But if I were to give an answer, I would say other creators. I don't think there's anything that gives me as much of a rush to create when I see some freaking amazing things that are created by other people, you know. There's this girl on Instagram called Kimberly, and she uses her parents' guest room and she styles and shoots herself, and the things she creates are like magazine covers. And every time I see her, and I'm like, Kai, somebody's daughter did this thing. And I'm like, well, I can do that. Not not like that, but you know, it just gives me a rush to want to create. So other creators inspire me. Once I see, you know, an amazing photograph or an amazing video, an amazing fashion film, it just gets my juices flowing. So yeah, that's what inspires me. Other creators. Save only one meal slash dish and the rest will be destroyed forever, what would that be? See this pressure that people are putting on me. I don't like it because I like too many things and that's a problem. But if I had only one option, I don't think I can live without dodo. Plantain. And I say plantain because plantain can be used in quite a number of ways. I can do plantain pancakes, I can fry it as dodo, I can boil it, I can make porridge. Plantain, I know that's a cop out because it's not a meal slash dish, it's a, what's it called, vegetable. Is it a vegetable or fruit? I don't know. I'm copying out, I'm saving plantain so that I can do all kinds of things with plantain. So we're almost at the end, and this is the second to the last question. Is it second to or second but the last? Grammar. So it's okay. How did you start thrifting? I've always said I was gonna do a blog post on my relationship with thrift. I don't know if I'm still gonna do it. I think I should, but I'm just gonna give like a shorter version of it. I've been thrifting for most of my life. I think since I was a child. So my mom and I weren't always in the best space financially. And because she was financially responsible for herself and me, she had to make smart choices. Once in a while she'd splurge. I had these 3 dresses when I was a child. Freaking amazing dresses. And my mom splurged because she wanted to. But other times we would thrift. And we found some of the most amazing things. Like bomb stuff. I was never ever dressed like a script when I was a child because my mom would not even allow me to have. But we thrifted and I don't know. I think that was the start to my relationship with thrifting. I realized that I could get really amazing stuff at really affordable prices. And so I always loved thrift. Until today I still do. So for me it's not about not being able to afford certain things. It's about knowing that yes, I can afford to splurge from time to time, but I have the option of finding designer outfits, you know, some really nice, one of a kind, because there's only one of something in Okrika. If you see 2, it's a fluke. There's only one of something in Okrika. So I know at least I'm the only one that have it in my head. Right? But yeah, that's how I started thrifting. I started thrifting because of my mom since I was a child. And my grandma, see, lies. My grandma is the original thrifter. My grandma was the G. That was like, there was a time when I used to go and shop in my grandma's house because my grandma would go thrifting and she'd be like, oh, she bought some stuff, and I'm like, I'm there, faster than the speed of light. What's the name? But yeah, my grandma was the original. It's in my blood. It's in my blood. Honestly. My grandma, my mom, and me. And if I have any children, my children too. So let me just say, it's in my blood. Can't help it. So when did you realize you had a flair for fashion? So it's somewhat like what I said earlier. I don't recall when exactly, but I think it was at the point where, I was probably in like secondary school. And I think that was when I realized that I didn't have to dress like everybody else, and that fashion was an opportunity to show my personality and show my individuality. So yeah, so it wasn't so much as a flair as it was individual expression, right? And I think that's how people should look at style. Style is about expression, so it's not about having a flair. I mean, there are some people who are just born fashionistas, right? And there's some people who have just realized that their style, their clothes are an opportunity to express their individuality and their person. And if that resonates with other people, great and fine. But I don't think that should be the most important part. It's about expression. So yeah, I think in secondary school I realized that I didn't have to stress like everyone and because or the way people wanted, but as a means of expression. And that's it. I think those are all the questions, guys. This was fun. Hopefully we can do this later on, like maybe in a year or so from now, and let's see what has changed. I don't think a lot would have changed by then. But thank you guys so much for sending in questions. This was fun to do. And I'll see you